So thank you guys for coming to hear what you have to say this interesting panel about building the intelligent vehicle with AI. I'm Prujan from Konnect, Volkswagen Group Innovation Hub, and we have many interesting panelists here, experts and leaders from the local automotive ecosystem. So go ahead and introduce yourself. Ladies first, Tali.
Thank you. Does it
Close
work?
to like that. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thanks for inviting Ri to be part of this panel of Future of Electric Mobility. It's nice to meet you. My name is Tali Miller. I'm the Chief Business Officer at Ri. Ri has been developing for several years now a technology which is the Ri-corner technology. And what we do today with this technology is that we build and we manufacture, we deliver trucks, electric trucks, to the market that are built by design using the Ri-corner technology. Now, the relevance here with this Ri technology is that it's all by wire. It's today the only technology that is fully certified, full by wire, drive, steer, and brake by wire. This integrates to the vehicles and allows the vehicle to connect seamlessly to any AD application, and therefore also AI, and this is one of the advantages. Currently, with our vehicles, we deliver those trucks to largest fleets. We've started delivering those trucks to largest fleets in the US. We'll talk more about this, and we have a very interesting project also related to AD and AI with Airbus, which I will elaborate later on. Thank you.
I will go next. Zohar, co-founder and CEO at Aurora Labs. We started back on 2017. Actually, what we develop is AI. It's based on the transformer models, like the ChatGPT that he's using, but we started actually back on 2017 with AI, machine learning, and neural networks. And the idea is actually to understand the behavior and the relationship between software lines of code. On a vehicle, there is about 100 million lines of code and increasing. It's very complex, and with utilization, the power of AI tools, now the developers can get better transparency, understanding in the area of quality and reliability.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for inviting me here. My name is Shahar, Bin-Nun, CEO of Tactile Mobility. What we are doing is basically providing the vehicle with a sense of touch. How do we do that? We're embedding a very small piece of software inside the chassis ECU. It's a pure software company, collecting signals from existing sensors in any vehicle, applying machine learning and signal processing, cleaning a lot of the noises from the signals, and extracting what we call insights or virtual sensors that support the OEM to improve safety or performance of the vehicle. Some of those insights are uploaded to the cloud and generating what we call tactility maps for e-horizon, for autonomous vehicles in the future, and more. We'll elaborate a little bit more in the future.
Thank you, Shahar. Ilya?
Hey, I'm Ilya Shloushch. I'm a director of ADAS at Harman. Harman is the leading tier one for all the in-cabin, starting from the infotainment towards the audio system, sensing, DMS, OMS. And my mainly role is leading the development for ADAS hardware and feature related to the in-cabin. Occupancy sensing, vital sensing, and actually with translating those ones into the behavioral features of the driver and the occupants for the safety and well-being.
Thank you very much. So let's get started. The first topic I have, and this is my personal question, and also I think every OEM and as a Volkswagen is looking into how to be more efficient. A lot of competitors coming into the automotive industry. And for this purpose, the hierarchy is being changed. And let's say from one side, we have platform developers, like in Volkswagen Group, we have Konnect for the software. And from the other side, we have many brands in Volkswagen Group, about 10 brands. And every brand wants to be special, unique in different aspects. So how does your technology support that? Zohar, maybe we'll start with your side.
All right. Well, With AI, actually, you can start to understand a specific universe per OEM. The OEM or the brand in the Volkswagen Group has its own universe, its own language body, let's say, the user experience. The contour of the car is one representation there of the differentiation between, let's say, Audi, Porsche, Golf, and etc. So by using an AI technologies, and especially with Aurora Labs, in the area of quality and reliability, you can now develop a self-healing cars, a car that can identify problem, take actions about it, and maintain the uptime of the device, and especially for level 4 and level 5, where is actually the decision making is performed by AI. Now can AI help level 4 and level 5 to understand better the challenges and how to react to these problems. So each brand can develop their own self-healing cars. And maybe last comment about that, in Europe we have the NCAP 5 stars actually to identify and to give a score about how safe is the vehicle itself. With AI we can now add the missing star. I call it the 6 star. So with this missing star, actually we can now bring more quality, more safety to the vehicles, because in the end we have lots of software that can create a lot of problems.
Yeah, thanks, Zohar. I would like to ask actually Ilya here as a tier 1, a big tier 1 representative. Do you agree about this approach to be effective and, platform versus branding, or how do you see that?
Actually, the approach is well, it's a broad topic, okay? But to be specific here, okay? It's actually, this is already there. It's already at the market, okay? There's a few difficulties here, there, but about in general the AI approach, if I'm doing the parallel to all this ADAS application for in-cabin application, especially safety application, what we're dealing with this. As well, this is same for the maintenance, like Zohar, you mentioned, a 6 star, yeah? And currently we're doing 5 stars, and part of our algorithm are based on the AI. It's not like a pure physics of coming from our hardware, not. We're doing data collection, data campaign, using those data in order to qualify our sensors and our solution for monitoring the passenger and the driver for DMS, OMS application. So yes, in general, yes, I actually agree with this.
Okay, cool. Tali, you're the second OEM. I'm not sure who is bigger, but let's discuss it later.
Okay. Talking about efficiency, again, the re-platform, the way we see the re-platform as a vehicle has this ability to integrate in a very efficient way any AD application, and as such, take it a step further and make the vehicle more efficient. More efficient also with a lower TCO, total cost of ownership, because you are able to interact immediately with the vehicle, extract the data, manage it, use it, and have benefits around that. And this capability of direct connection, I would say, or electric connection directly to what drives the vehicle, in our case the corners, makes the vehicle very efficient. Also, we talked about safety, which is a very critical element on future vehicles. And by the fact that we are full-by-wire, safety is inherent in how we were built. So this is also one of the important attributes that a powered by vehicle provides.
Thank you. Shahar.
While you're right that there are multiple platforms and the OEMs want to differentiate each other from each other, but there's another trend. From multiple dozens of ECUs in the vehicle, almost all OEMs are going into one central computing system. That allows a lot more. It allows to implement AI solutions because their computing capabilities are now much stronger, and machine learning can be applied in real time in the vehicle. That's one thing, but it also allows to collaborate with small companies. Instead of each company inventing the wheel again and again and again by itself, they can actually open that platform to a lot of players in the industry. They actually are asking for that, and we see that process, which is, of course, very good for small companies, that those OEMs are learning more and more to work with the small companies, sometimes even directly, and not only with the help of the big tier ones companies.
Yeah, all right. We are looking for this to be faster, to be more efficient, and yeah, that helps a lot. And this is a good connection to my next one about your experience. Automotive industry in Israel is quite a young industry, I would say, but very intense. What have you learned working in the last, I know, how many years you're in the industry, and what would you say to the people in the crowd as main challenges, and how AI or any other technologies helps to resolve that? Tali?
Yes, so I've been in the industry over 6 years, and it's been an interesting journey with Re. I think first you need patience in this industry. Things take time, integrating technologies to the markets, to very large players. Again, we are currently mostly delivering to the US, and it takes time for this adoption, which we are very proud to say started. But it takes time, and so one is patience. Second is to bring additional value. Coming again from Israel with the technology, very software driven, bringing an additional or superior technology to a need that also can translate into a commercial value. This is what players, be it fleets, we're working with Penske, U-Haul, and so on. They are looking for that efficiency, which is brought by the technology, and also OEMs.
Zohar?
Okay, 7 years in the industry. What I found is the following. So first, the biggest challenge right now is how to go into manufacture that need now to build 1,000 cars in a day. They have a lot of pressures, and now there is the next program. So the heavy lifting of a new project, it's really big challenge for these OEMs. And then on the sudden, there is a young company that is coming with a disrupt solution, and now they need a process how to adapt new technologies. And this is the biggest challenge. So in this aspect, we are both young, the OEMs, the tier one, and the startups. So we are now finding our way. And where I see the most interesting part in this journey, that they are willing to sacrifice. And how come? Because there is huge pockets that invested in this industry here in Israel.
That's very relevant and interesting point of view. Thank you, Ilya. Also, like from the startup perspective, and now as part of the tier one, what have you learned here?
Yeah, so actually, guys, for the last time in the industry, like about 8 years, for the last 8 years, a lot of new disruption, the new technologies are coming from the classical vehicles to the EVs, and then different markets adopt it in different adaptation rates. So I don't know, we can take example of the Chinese market, it's faster market currently, and there's the European, the guys, the followers and slower market on this one. So mainly we need to look for the opportunities to which could be, you know, the added values, give the added values to the current technologies, current vehicle, to the manufacturers, to the tier ones, to any point in the actually, in the delivery, okay, to the customer, okay. It could be charging station, like I mentioned, tier ones, OEMs, everybody. And there's a lot of opportunities currently, and it will be much more coming in the AI field and not only in this field. So just look for this, look for the new things, and you will find it. You know, I think it's very easy currently. It's a lot of things out there. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks. EcoMotion also helps us to find new opportunities. So thanks to EcoMotion team to making it happen. Shahar?
Well, you know, in every industry, when you work with a small company and a big company, there is what I call misalignment of pace. But in this industry, the misalignment of pace between a startup company and a large OEM or even a tier one company, it's horrible. I don't have any other word to describe it. I mean,
challenging, I would say.
Challenging is a little bit more PC word for that. Horrible, I prefer. A small startup company has a solution, it works, it was tested, and then the OEM says, you know, in 2027, we have the next version of this one, maybe we'll talk about, let's do a POC. And then there's another POC and another POC, and then there's the death valley of the POC. And then maybe if you cross the death valley of the POCs, then you have a pilot, and then hopefully you are managing to talk with the right people for production level. Now, that's the difficult part. But the good news here is that the entire industry, as you said, is going through a lot of revolutions. At the same time, multiple revolutions, and that helps companies in Israel, which are software-oriented, small companies, to be important part of this revolution.
Fully agree. And by the way, if you want to be more effective working with OEM, so contact Konnect, and we'll help you to be in touch with relevant person in Volkswagen. That's 5 seconds of person mode. Let's move on. So the last one to finalize the session. Thanks a lot, guys. That's for the summary. How do you see the future? Are you optimistic? What are going to be the challenges? How AI will help us here? What are your personal objectives, or maybe some stuff you would like to publish it right now on this stage? Tali, back to you.
The future. So first, I'm optimistic regarding the future. We see an evolution. We see things changing. We talked here about the industry or being ready to adopt technologies. And again, maybe I'll repeat myself, but I see a very strong correlation between bringing a technology that brings a value, a real value, commercial value to its users. So this is where I see the future, and we see very strongly also in the previous panel, there was a question regarding electrification pace. So we definitely see a pace. We see strong regulation pushing for that, and therefore I'm positive. Optimistic.
Thank you. You're optimistic. Cool. Ilya, how Harman will support this optimistic point of view?
Actually, Harman, you know, guys, we have a large R&D office here. Okay, they mainly focus on the software side, software products, and the ADAS. Okay, so and we do support and you know and looking for the innovation. However, like my friend here say, it's taking a time at a completely different pace. Okay, so my suggestion again, if you're targeting something, targeting at least for next 2 up to 3 years that it will happen, okay, the best case, okay, and look for the really disrupted things now that eventually will enter the market within like programs 27, 28 and forwards, okay. And of course, AI is the buzzword, so we're always looking for the new AI, you know, technologies for data generation, for synthetic data at most, and a lot of other things. So back to you.
Thank you. Shahar?
Well, for AI, every OEM that we are talking with is saying we want to implement AI solutions in the next service pack. Everybody wants that. But as Zohar said, we are both young, not only the startup companies, but also the OEMs are young to implement, to think about it. The regulations, the needs, the requirements will be the same or even worse. So on one hand, you have AI technology and innovative technologies, etc. On the other hand, the requirements are still extremely high. So it will take time. It will take longer than people think, but it will happen, no doubt about that.
It also for sure brings opportunities. Ilya said, for example, this EU AI Act, if you have to support it, so you need some tools to analyze what's going on. So maybe, Zohar, you can share us some thoughts about that.
Well, I'm optimistic as well. What I see right now in the last 8 months, that there is a big shift, tectonic, in the overall high-tech industry. We could see an amazing merger and acquisitions between huge companies that are like different animals, and now we get a new DNA. And this new DNA will identify and will look for opportunities here in Israel. So we have a lot to offer coming here from Israel, and I'm very optimistic, and I think that we will find our way into the automotive, and we will see great shift and tectonic shifts in automotive as well.
Thank you very much, guys. We're done here.
Thank you.